Alright, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are addressing the Doubmia, Ibarbo and Gervinho introduction to FC25, right? So EA, well, should I say Serie A, sort of leaked it earlier today with this post of the boys saying, if you know, you know. Now, just about 10 minutes ago, the French version of EA Sports quote retweeted saying comment dire. I don't quite know what that means, I'm not French, but it is hinting towards that they are going to be in the game. I'll be very surprised at this point if they're not, right? So, as you can see, French EA Sports just responds to the Serie A tweet, UT Fantasy just got interesting. So, let's have a look at the UT Fantasy card design now. So here is the UT Fantasy, Foot Fantasy, whatever you want to call it these days, card design. I think it looks alright. I would probably rate it like a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's anything crazy. I do think they could have done a little bit better. I think some of the older card designs of Foot Fantasy were a bit better. But in Foot Fantasy there will only be main players like your normal cards and heroes. No icons in this one, which also alludes to the fact of these three players coming back into the game. Obviously, no icons. Beckenbauer maybe coming as a Foot birthday. I guess we'll have to wait and see because he is still in the code. They have not removed him. They've just not released him. Same with the other three, but it is, you know, they're heavily alluding to them coming during Foot Fantasy. So here are some predicted stats of Gervinho, Doubmia and Ibarbo. You know, this trio in FIFA, it was tearing it up back in the day. I remember FIFA 12, they were all crazy. That was the only year I remember. And I couldn't even know if we had that wrong, but, you know, my memory is not great. These three players come into the game, if they do come into the game, it looks very likely, will be insane, right? They'll all be meta, they'll all be usable, with them being heroes, they'll all be linkable. I mean, come on, man. What's there not to be excited about? This is the first time. Obviously, we had Maradona, that was very exciting, but these two occurrences are the first time this year where I've actually been interested in the game. Like, I'm sure speaking for a lot of other people as well, there's not been a lot going on this year where you've been like, wow, I really want to play the game. Like, it sort of just felt like a task to play the game. Whereas now, we've got these new players coming back into the game, which has made us more excited to play. I mean, if you agree, then let me know. Now, obviously, this was the trio. I believe this is FIFA 14, I could be wrong, but this was the trio. This was their cards back in the day. Obviously all had high pace. Back then, that was good dribbling. Doubmia the 8-2 shooting back then, that would have been, you know, that would have been a good stat. Obviously nowadays, they'd have probably higher stats. But I mean, their ratings aren't that high either, but that was sort of what the game was back then. As you see from here, that's how we're all feeling, man. These guys getting back into the game. That is how we're all feeling. Now, as you can see on the comments under EA's quote retweet, we have a very reliable source in Foot giving the little wink. He may know that they're coming back. He's, you know, maybe he's not announced it yet, but he will probably be one of the first if they do come. Either him or maybe like Foot Scoreboard will say. Keep an eye on them on their Twitters. But as you can see, man, everyone's really excited for this, right? So, guys, like this video for Doubmia, Gervinho and Ibarbo. If you guys do enjoy this style of content, please do like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.